Hello, Eastern Carolina. I'm Meteorologist Lana Foss, and I kind of wanted just to talk about the tropics, give you a little weekly update on what we're seeing. Now, if you remember, a couple days ago, we did have some tropical activity. It stayed below 20% the majority of the time. That has completely gone away now. We've actually had the activity gone away, which means we're not seeing any of that tropical activity. But if you take a look here at that system, this was the system that we were tracking. It has brought us a lot of rainfall this Thursday. We saw it all morning. But if we take a look at the bigger picture of things, you can kind of see here just exactly what we're seeing. The tropics are fairly quiet at this time. We aren't seeing any rotation or any storms forming right now, which again, I'm not going to complain about that. But even though we don't have any tropical activity at this time, now's a good time to really talk about why we're not seeing it and what to be expecting as we head into the month of June. So just taking a look here at the African dust, this is going into tomorrow morning. You can see we still have that affecting us, and I know a couple days ago I heard reports from Florida that they were seeing dust storm activity. So of course this dust has kept a lot of us dry as far as tropics are concerned. But that's really about it. And then going into the weekend, you can see this African dust that has been affecting us in the tropics will start to let off just a tad. But that's about it at this time. Things may start to dry out a little more. We could see some more African dust come from the Sahara Desert. But right now, we're starting to see a little bit of a less trend for those. I wanted to mention what we're seeing as far as hurricane season is concerned, where we're at, what we're supposed to be seeing. So we are at the start of June. We started a couple days ago. Around 4 days ago was the official start of hurricane season. And we are supposed to see some activity, but notice just how low of the activity that we're supposed to be seeing. Of course, the peak period is going to be late August into September. That's when we see the majority of the action in the tropics. But as of right now, things are okay. We're on the calmer side. But if we do get something, here's kind of where we could see them start to form. So the June breeding grounds. Most tropical storms develop and form in the Gulf here. You can see they start heading in towards the Texas and Louisiana direction. Then we also have the Western Caribbean. We could see some of those storms as well. And as some of the storms that have formed in the Western Caribbean have actually gone there, formed a little more, gotten stronger in the Gulf, and then turned towards the east, coming towards the east coast. And then you have those in the Bahamas. That's where most of our tropical storms come from, that have the most strength, according to the National Weather Service, showing us that's where we see most of our higher level storms, as well as hurricanes that move through the area. But since we're not seeing anything right now, we do have some big events that are coming up over the weekend and the next week. So I wanted to take a look at the moisture and precipitable water in the atmosphere. So we're looking at Friday afternoon. Notice some of that white and yellow color. It's starting to push in. However, the green does take over, which is the green is where all that moisture is. We're expecting to stay with a lot of moisture in the air for the next couple of days or so. As you see here going into Sunday, even more moisture. We're expecting a lot of rainfall over the next couple of days. We do have some events like Big Rock. A lot of people will be out in the water, and while we do have warmer water temperatures, a lot of this right here will cause some stormy effects for those that are going to be out. Tropical wise, not really much effect that we're going to be seeing from those. But as you see here going into the week, and this is kind of when they really start getting out into the water, we will have plenty of moisture in the air, especially going into Thursday. Doesn't look like we're going to be getting much of a dry spot anytime soon. So, just some things to note as we head closer to the weekend and towards some big events. Again, no tropical activity currently, but we could see some pop up. We'll be tracking that through the coming weeks, and we are keeping that moisture around. I showed you that precipitable water map showing you that we're going to have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere for the next couple of days. Rough waters are possible because of the storm system that we saw move through, bringing in all that rain today, could still affect us and those who are going to be out on the water, and again, could have some effects for Big Rock. Aside from that, we will be updating weekly on YouTube, so just stick around next week to hear another update and If we have any tropical activity, of course, we'll be the first to let you know what you're going to be seeing. But as of right now, you really just need an umbrella. Tropical activities on the low side, but just be ready to see some rainfall.